Good. Call the Finance Committee in order. First item on the agenda is approval of the May 5th minutes.
So moved.
Second.
With a motion and a second. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Passes. Financial update. Excuse me.
So in your packet, you have the standard budget report. At this time, we're running projected surplus of $1,993,698. Excuse me. So, as discussed a few months ago, I would still recommend that the board work with the council to establish capital reserve funds for facilities and special education. So, with your approval, I guess I'll continue to work with the city manager to get before the city council to do that with hopefully some in-year surplus.
Yeah, sure.
Get coffee. I think it's imperative that those who don't know, and just to reiterate to the public, that one of the biggest problems we have as a district is the unintended byproduct of special ed students coming into the district. Rochester does an exceptional job of providing services, but we can't cover everything. And transitioning students out of their current IEP to services we can provide takes time. And over the last couple of years, we've had some pretty serious holes. We have to stop having teachers spend money on supplies like paper and crayons, classroom functional stuff, because we had to freeze our budget. We've talked to City Council about this a couple of times. I think it's imperative the superintendent continues to have that conversation. We've put together a proposal. We currently have a functioning reserve fund with them, and it's been beneficial. Now that we've had one running, we can explain why this is of value. I think there's a number we'll, obviously have to agree on where it's capped, or it doesn't grow beyond that, but it's the transition of funding where we're not losing the funds to our teachers. So I would like to make a motion and look for a second for Mr. Rapucci to reach out to the city manager about engaging the city council in regard specifically to those two funds.
Second.
All right, we have a motion and a second. Any discussion or questions?
So, just to go back, what is our projected surplus?
$1 million.
1.9 million.
Yeah, 1.9. Just shy of $2 million.
So that, just the way the bucket rolls here, June 30th, that gets returned to the city.
Right, the city can allocate funds to our current capital reserve fund up to 50%.
Up to 50% of that
Not all.
currently
Correct.
into our existing.
Correct. Any other questions? All right, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Passes. Anything else regarding financial update, Mr. Rapucci?
No,
Any
just-
questions for Mr. Rapucci in regards to finance? Okay, seeing none, we'll move on to school lunch meal prices.
So, going back historically, meal prices haven't been increased for 5 years. And those of you that have been on the board a while, there were certain years where we were using operating money to fund the school lunch program. There's still some thought out there that perhaps the federal government will come in the 11th hour and work on establishing free meals again next year, but we don't have that currently. And we're working with our food service vendor. I'm recommending a 25-cent increase to all the meals. So currently elementary is a $2.70 meal price. Middle and high school is $3.20. Obviously, those are what we had established years ago prior to COVID. But again, with free meals, no one's paying those prices right now. We're being reimbursed at those prices. So what we want to do is increase at the elementary to $2.45 and middle and high $2.95. $3.95. $3.45. $3.45. Sorry.
And how much would elementary be?
Two.
Should be
$2.90.
290. It should have been.
Yeah, 270 and 320. So is what it goes to. It was 245 and 295. I apologize. I had my numbers inverted.
And what's the junior high? What's the junior high? Middle
Same
school.
as the high school.
Okay, they fall into, okay.
Yep. So we need a motion to approve that, correct? Going up that little over this, what it costs to get stuff now is ridiculous. So I'll make a motion to take the amended lunch increase of 25 cents per elementary and middle high.
I'll second.
Okay, motion and second. Any other discussion? I do have one thing, Mr. Cusick, if you could just keep us up to speed on that, and then keep repeating, now that the Fed is not covering, or we're assuming they're not going to cover, the free and reduced stuff has to be filled out.
Right.
Very imperative, so just keep reminding your constituents, they have to fill that out. Unfortunately, what's gonna happen, and we can see the writing on the wall, and it's no one's intention, people are gonna go, wait, why do I have to pay now? And it's gonna cause chaos. So the
Right.
sooner we can get people acclimated to doing that paperwork, the better it is gonna be for everybody. Mr. Downs?
Are we gonna put something out so before the school's over to let parents know that unfortunately lunch is gonna cost some money?
It's gonna be going out in all the June newsletters.
Okay.
Yep. And then we're still working on the digital, right? Yeah. So that will be helpful. If we can get the digital and we can post it, people just fill it out, send it back, that'd be super helpful. Mr. Premier, did you have something?
Well, I guess just as how the system works, we have Fresh Cuts. Fresh Picks,
Fresh Picks.
thank you, as our vendor. Do they purchase the food as far, in the whole, we pay them for the food, obviously, and not that by no means we're not in a restaurant business as far as make money or anything, don't imply that. But their food purchases are, if they experience an increase, are they locked in? I guess, explain to me if there's a drastic increase in food purchasing prices.
Remember, they're going through a federal program. It's not like us going to Hannaford and buying something one week and there's a big change. So they're getting all of their commodities through the federal government.
And we've seen it before with Chartwells, and everyone's seen it, where we've had to bail out Chartwells. So
Right.
it's not something we're unfamiliar with, but under our current contract, we've been very happy and successful, and Freshwood's been very successful providing a better quality.
No, I'm
food
not.
to kids. So I don't think you're knocking it at all. It's nice to see if they had a better balance.
We had an
Chartwell's
issue with
seem-
milk this year, for
Exactly.
instance, and if we have to go on to the local economy, if you will,
Right,
to make up shortfalls or,
right.
I guess sidestep something, then it's just one of those.
Yeah, I agree. Mr. Munn?
Is this worthy of a notification to the app at some point, all families to?
I think after it goes to full board, I think Kyle said they're gonna put it out in June.
Okay.
So we'll definitely let them know about the increase. We're pretty good about marketing that up front.
People have an excuse, well, I didn't know when that app makes it, so they,
That was
who
covered.
knows?
Yeah. Anything else under school lunches? Okay, moving on to financials from personnel, be looking for a motion to approve the non-union increases as presented.
So moved.
So moved, second.
We have a motion and a second. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, nothing else from personnel. Move on to building. I'd be looking for a motion to support Unified Builders in the amount of $200,598.50 pending the approval of the '23 budget.
So moved.
Second.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes. We have nothing for 5 years. We're still waiting for feedback from the retreat. There's no one here for public comment.
What about moving the money,
Oh, sorry.
moving the money from
building.
one account?
I don't think we have to do that.
We don't have to do it? Okay.
Well, hold on, what do you think?
I think it's safe to just, you approved a certain line item of things and they
Oh,
changed. so
yeah,
Mr.
fair
Toddy
enough, because we,
made
I'm looking at
changes.
the total, right. So what, thank you. So, I'd be looking for a motion to approve Mr. Dottie to spend up to $16,000 from the allocated funds from trailer to repurpose.
So moved.
Second.
We have a motion and a second, fantastic. That cover us, Kyle?
Yes.
Okay. All right, any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? And that's it from building, right? Cool. Nothing from 5 year, no public comment, anything under other? Nope. Motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
All right.